when a Muslim says the Injil is Q, just where are you getting that from? Show me that that is what the Quran is referring to. Why? Because I would say the Quran can't possibly be saying that, because the Quran says that Christians are reading it. Surah 7, verse 157 says that Christians are reading it. Guess what? Show me a 7th century copy of Q. He's commanding Christians in the 7th century to judge by a hypothetical book that they didn't have. That makes zero sense. That makes zero sense. That's like me saying there's this other hypothetical Quran that predated the Quran that no one has, that we don't have any copy of. That's what Muslims are supposed to judge by. How would you do that? How would that even be possible? Here's a quote that is from Q. Matthew 11:27. This is in Matthew, but the concept of Q is that if Matthew and Luke are both quoting the same passage and it's not in Mark, they're getting it from another source, and so it's hypothetical, and that other hypothetical source that they're getting this from is Q. Well, here's something that is in Matthew and Luke, but it is not in Mark. Matthew 11:27, Jesus says, "All things have been handed over to me by my Father, and no one knows the Son except the Father, nor does anyone know the Father except the Son, and anyone to whom the Son chooses to reveal him." So according to Q, there's the Father, Jesus is the Son, but he's the Son in a divine sense, such that you cannot even know the Father unless you come through the Son. This is saying the same thing that we find in the Gospel of John, that Jesus is the way, the truth, and life. No one can come to the Father except through him. You can't know the Father apart from the Son. What is this? You've got Father. If you talk about God being a Father and Jesus being the Son, according to the Quran, the entire universe is about ready to fall apart. If this is what Allah's telling Christians to judge by, fine. If Allah's telling us to judge by Q, and Q says that there's the Father and the Son, and the Quran denies the Father and the Son, then great, we have to judge that Islam is false.